Now GoPro had quite a good offer on the internet, and it was for a Hero 8 Black, and like I said, my previous GoPro was either a 3 or a 4. I think it was a 3 silver, which was okay, but it didn't have any stabilisation or anything useful like that. So this was £200. Well, it was actually 150, but I had to spend an extra 100 for their software to get it at the cheap price. If I didn't have the software, it went up by another £70. So, well, no, £120, because it went from, I think, 150 odd up to sort of 270 or something stupid. The other thing was, when this offer, there was another voucher came up, and if you see the other voucher comes up, don't put it in, because it just totally throws the price way high. You know, the discount on a second discount doesn't work. But this is what I've got. I've already put the battery in, charged it all ready to go. Took me a while to work out how to open it, because it wasn't exactly super clear, but you've got to pull downwards, and then the door opens out where your USB Type-C charger, your memory card and your battery. Otherwise than that, it's pretty good, but it comes with a case, which is not super worry for me. It comes with the charge lead, no charger, but like everyone's got phone chargers this day and age to plug one in. But what it does seem to lack, it very few bits are mounted, and you get one screw, one stick-on curved base, and you get the clip-in base for that with the anti-fallout piece of rubber. I've noticed they've changed from having a nut to a captive piece of metal, so a bit limited at the moment. I'm going to have to get a few more bits, but I'll see what I can pick up cheaper stuff. Right, so they're the bits we got with it. So what I'm working on, I've got the printer running, that's what you can hear in the background. But I had one of these I found, and this is when the problem comes, the nut. It printed nicely, this one, but the nut, oh, it's twisted now, but it is really loose. Don't know if you can hear that or see it. That's quite loose. It will tighten up for now, but like I said, I'm finding what I can print on the printer, but it does tighten, and I'm using like a lock nut. But that is the best size mash I've got to the hole. We'll see when the other one finish. I'll put that on in a sec, but that's going to be about half hour in my time, but a lot quicker in yours. We can have a look into turn the camera on. I'll show you what I'm doing for now. I'm just doing the base settings, which is 1080 60 wide standard. There's a lot more adjustment on this, but for me that's as far as I go. It gives you 2.5 hours recall time on a 64 gig card, which at the time was a good thing to buy because it was like on offer. So I think I paid £7 for the SanDisk card. It's got stabilisation and ultra, or the boost on. I'm going to try it with the standard first and see how I get on with that when I go out with it. One thing I will say I found annoying, to get it going, you have to connect it to their app on Google or Apple, that you can check for any firmware. This didn't need firmware update, but to get the camera to turn on, you've got to connect it to your phone. So for me, I class it as a bit of a pain in the butt, but it's been done, like I said, and so it just runs. And then the software, it's on my wife's phone. I can have it transferred, but I'm not going to use it. It's like a year's subscription, which is £50. And what annoys me, like Norton and a lot of other places, they put you on auto renewal. And here's a warning: they put you on auto renewal, you go into the software, you turn it off. And if you're like me and pay with PayPal, you need to go in PayPal and cancel it there as well. Yeah, they craftily put a payment plan onto your PayPal, even though you said you don't want automatic renewals. So if any time if you buy this and you do it with the software, my advice is turn off the renewal. If you paid for the software, you've got a year's worth of software. But the other thing is turn off your PayPal connection. Now I'm going to fit this to the Fury body, and there we go. It's hard to get this in front. Well, that's what I'm going to clamp to. So this clamp will work out really good. It will just about fit in front for the camera of the surfboard. But what I'm going to do is take off the bracket first, so I can show it going on. Now what I've done is, to help with the mounting, I've put some single-sided foam onto the bracket, so that will clamp down and you won't have to over clamp, and it should hopefully stop it pivoting too much. And also I made a simple bracket to bolt through. So some leftover nuts, from these scrap screws, which everyone I think has now, don't they? They keep their scrap screws. And just roughly line it up. Sorry I can't show you putting the nuts on, because even I'm struggling. Might be able to use the spanner, might stand a chance. There we go. And then I can centre it like so and push forwards a bit. Now we need to get the other screws in because it pushes too far. Like I said, I'm going to be trying a lot of these different brackets, see what I think I like. Like I said, if I could find a better sized nut for there, would please me, because I know it's about an M4. I haven't measured it, but I think I'm right. Definitely a lot easier removing this bracket to do this part, because otherwise you'll be working with pliers to get underneath and trying to tighten it up, which is not a lot of fun. And then I'm going to apply a bit of tension. Check again, I think it's roughly centered. and then like I said, just do it so far till it touches the bar to start with. That's completely compressing that bit of foam. Yeah. Just taking the nuts to the top is as much as you need. But I don't think that's going to move. That is solid. So what I'm going to do now is fit it back onto the Fury. There we go. The bracket is all fitted. So let's put the GoPro on. Let's drop the... Hopefully this will stay roughly in place while I'm doing this. Put on the camera. Well, I'd say that is pretty solid. You know, I can angle it to where I want to now. And it, like I said, doesn't affect my surfboard. So I'm very pleased. So even though the nut's a bit of a problem, if I can get better fitting nuts, I will definitely use this bracket again if it's going to be bolted onto a roll cage. This is the second test bracket I've just printed. It's quite nice. The screwing bit is actually recessed in slightly, but whoever designed this one, the nut I've just used is just a standard M4 and it's a perfect fit. So it shows that bracket's not perfect. So he has got revised versions of this, so I might do a different one and see if he's improved the defect. But this gives me another one to play with. I can mount it the same way with 4 nuts and bolts if I want to. But like I said, that's another one. That wouldn't have been as good on this because it would have been harder, I think, to fit. Plus it's a bit low. I wanted a taller bracket on the first run.